If you're helpful, and give it 5 stars on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you listen to the show. Tune in, maybe. Tune in. That's another service. And I hope you find it helpful. And by the way, if we aren't connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, listen to the end of the show. There's information about how to contact me for that. Now let's get going. The question is, why do recruiters ask how the interview went? So, from a language standpoint, we like to debrief the candidate on what their experience was. Now, there's a couple of reasons for ranging from the innocuous, that we really want to know how it went, to, shall we say, more manipulative. There's other terms for it, but I just don't have them coming to mind right now. So here's some of the other things. Number one is, we want to know if you've learned anything about the job that might be useful to us for other candidates that we have interviewing. After all, sometimes employers don't communicate changes to a job description. They just contact a number of recruiters, and although we may talk to them, they forget to tell the recruiter that they've changed their thinking about some aspects of the job. So that's one thing. So how they explain the position to you. It might be one of the follow-up questions. So the sequence might go, how did the interview go? And what sort of things did they ask you about? And then we're trying to find, recruiters are trying to find out, I keep thinking of myself as a recruiter because I did it for so long, but they're trying to find out the questions that you might have been asked. How did they explain the position to you? Sometimes the job description is missing some significant pieces to it that really will be tantalizing or indicate there's something defective about the job. Like, why would anyone want to do this? So there's a lot of reasons why recruiters will ask that question, including the basic banal one that says, I want to know if I have a chance of earning a fee with you. I also want to know whether I should call the client, because if you say, oh, it was terrible, oh, they just beat me to a pulp, why would I put my head in the noose and put myself in the position of calling my client and going, hi, how'd it go, to find out how it was bad and then get linked to your bad performance? The recruiter wouldn't wind up finding it easy to get more interviews. So the reasons why are primarily to gain information, but it's also to find out whether you might do the deal, whether you might be the one that's hired and thus a recruiter earns a commission. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, here are a few ways to connect with me. First of all, if you're interested in one-to-one coaching from me, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. This way I know what it's about. I can get back in touch with you. We'll figure out a time to speak for an introductory conversation so that I learn what your needs are and you can figure out if I'm the right person to help you. Generally, I work with people at a manager level and above, but I do make exceptions from time to time. If you're not at that level and want advice from me, the best way is through JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. There I have curated information that I've developed and others have as well that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you find work more quickly. Again, you can ask me questions through the site. I'd be very happy to answer your questions. I look forward to helping you in either of those two ways. And if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from fans, from listeners who have been helped by the show. And like me on Facebook. The page is facebook.com/NoBSCoachingAdvice.com, or look for Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter there. Give me 5 stars, a great review. It helps other people discover the show. And I'll be back tomorrow with more. In the meantime, have a great day. Take care.
And now, insurance-minded speeches from Geico.
Hardship. My grandmother would go through it every month to pay her insurance bill. First, she would handwrite a paper check, in cursive. Then, using her own tongue, she would wet a stamp for an envelope. Today, however, we need not weary our hands and tongues. Today, we can pay our Geico bill with the Geico app. Away with hardship, in with bill pay on the Geico app. Thank you.